Today, I'm actually answering a question which was asked in our group by Sharon Ben. He asked, saying when he was actually approaching some agency for Ireland migration process, some of the agencies are charging 700k to 800k Indian money. He actually asked us, please suggest a good agency, processing time, service charges, etc. One thing I want to answer is especially the service charges. That's 700k or 800k Indian money. I want to touch base on that here. So according to NRF or workplacerelations.ie, no employment agency is supposed to charge any money. So I'll read out. Employment Agency Act 1971 clearly states no fee may be charged by an agency to a job seeker solely for agreeing to seek employment for them. That means it's illegal to charge any candidate. So usually in Ireland or UK or any other country, agency is paid for helping an employer. So if you are approaching an agency, they have been paid, or even Hirehood has been paid by the employer. So if we actually bring quality candidates, do their processing, do their visa processing, there's lots of things. If you get them right candidates, we will be getting a certain amount of money for that service. But according to the Act, no agency is supposed to charge even a dime from an employee. So that should be absolutely free. So we at Hirehood are aiming to bring the transparency in hiring the quality staff to the rightful employers. So what we do is as I mentioned in my previous videos, we don't charge any money from any employees. And that's the bottom line of it. We don't charge. If any other agencies are charging you, just try to stay away from it. But what I'm saying is, like, the bottom line is, if any agency is asking them money from you, then they're basically breaking the law. But guys, one thing you have to understand, not everything is free. The processing, the recruitment cost, there should be no recruitment cost to the candidate, but there will be certain charges which will be allocated to you. When you are actually approaching an employer, they will have a deal with you directly or through an agency saying, okay, we are willing to pay their aptitude test, or we are willing to pay, some employers will be willing to pay everything. Some employers who don't want to pay anything at all, so then those charges will be incurred to the candidates. So for example, you might have to pay your aptitude test, adaptation program, your plane tickets, your travel, your stay, everything. That all depends on individual cases. That all depends on your deal, what you have with the employer. So if an employer has 100 CVs of people, qualified people, they are very, very less willing to pay all these extra charges. If there is hundreds of jobs and very little candidates, they will be willing to pay more towards the candidates' expenses. So that one thing you have to understand all the time. But what I'm saying, bottom line, is that no agency should be charging any money to any candidate as the processing fees. There will be certain extra charges based on the services like air ticket charges or visa processing. That all is what you have to expect. So guys, if you have a question about this, please go to workplacerelations.ie and you'll see the Employment Agency Act. If you have any queries, shoot down in the comment below. Thank you.